when we got the first Thrasher magazine, it was like 2 or 3 years old until it reached Austria, you know. So just to discover that scene of like sports mixed with music and art was something so special. It was a love which never, how do you say, faded away, you know. So really blessed to find people around me and build relationships which lasted that long and which led me to, like, you know, building boards now and listening to writers. And so yeah, it's quite a long story, I guess, but
Did you guys have a party yesterday? Damn, we missed it. Yeah, like music, everything. And then I went and changed. Everyone was gone. We missed it. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Yeah.
It's not about just riding down on the snowboard. I like to look for spots and build spots and check out angles and see how it looks and how we can make it look, and then I strap in and ride down. But that part is only 10 seconds or as long as I get the trick. But there's so more about it.
Yeah, it looks very cool.
You could use it all the way up to the didn't land it.
Go underneath.
There's like a pretty similar ollie just over there as well.
Where? Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about that. Oh, let's go up there. Okay.
Basically, where the lower strap is, where like the outcrop of your lower foot mark is.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You know, driving down any fucking road growing up ever, like in your head, you're just like, oh yeah, like get like air here and find this transition here. So it's like the same thing. We pull up on the cat, you're like already snowboarding it in your head.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
You ready?
Yeah, the work good.
Well, yeah. But for me, I don't ever like. I'm more
I think it'd be cool.
You guys ready?
oh, like remember in school when the teacher said like don't daydream and stuff like that, you know, but you know, you gotta dream a dream first to make it realize. Like you have perfect powder day and you with your homies out there and say you ride a perfect tree run, you hear everybody screaming and things just click and you ride without hesitation, without a second thought and stuff like that. That's beautiful.
When I'm in the mountains, obviously first thought is safety, and that can get unfortunately overtaken by this pure stoke sometimes, which is the problem. That's, you know, if you weren't stoked to do something, then there probably isn't going to be, you know, I think that's where a lot of shit goes wrong.
Kind of almost looks like there could be something on the bottom there too, a little Lipski.
Quite a flat in-run, huh? You think enough speed from where they are? Probably not.
What do you guys think of the landing?
No, but I mean, not that far, right?
If the landing looks like this, wind-blown shit, it's not.
We are always asking questions like, how do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel about this face? What would we do in this scenario?
I think you're walking down to...
Especially being out in new terrain, I feel like I don't know the snowpack as well as back home in Utah, so it's kind of nice just to have those conversations out loud and make sure everyone's feeling good and feeling confident, and then, you know, we move forward and hit what we want or ride down what we feel comfortable with.
You could go off. There's like a little bit of a pocket, or you could go super far that way. But this middle zone is a little bit dicey.
I never really bring like a safety pack, you know, like a, if I go film street or if I film backcountry, like, I guess it's so important to really be dialed with it and think it through, and that's something to learn for me for sure. I think about it a lot. I'm pretty scared from like nature and all the risks that we put ourselves in. But I think from going on trips with more experienced riders, that's something that I can pick up the most, and hopefully, start doing better for what's to come.
I think the most important point is if you don't feel it, you can say no. Maybe there is a gut feeling, but a lot of times you overrule that too, and you're stoked afterwards as well. So I got caught in an avalanche once, was buried like in my home mountain. Got lucky, I guess, you know. We followed the protocol, we had our beacons and shovel and everything, so. I guess just when that avalanche happened I went up there, like I took a day break and went up there and looked at the crack and just was by myself up there and just tried to get rid of the fear again because I love snowboarding so much, you know? I learned my lessons, putting too much pressure maybe on myself and not taking enough time. We're not out there to like destroy each other or destroy the mountain. We want to complement the mountain, right?
Hey, are we all beeping?
Yeah.
Doing good, Harry.
Yeah, like
But I think you're fine. I think he's just gonna scrap it with the tail, right?
You think that's enough?
Especially in that part where you already have the breaker.
Gaat vlak als nou. Like what to do here, Harry?
Watching Vole on a trip like this, he's going through all the same range of emotions as maybe Emma or John or all of us, you know, like, oh shit, the snow sucks, like.
Yeah.
We were like every 10 minutes.
Should we hit that natural?
Yeah.
It's kind of floaty, huh, John? Vole, what do you think? I think that's enough pop, honestly.
Kind of trying to go more left.
This is what that landing looks like from the bottom. I think you need to spin a bit that way.
Yeah.
I think we're fine, right?
Yeah, like what's so cool about having someone like Vole or a Lewis or a Dirksen included on these trips, you get to see, you know, that they aren't these superheroes. Like they're just like everybody else. They have doubts. They don't pretend to know.
Schaut geil aus jetzt. Was denkst du vom Kick? Wir haben es jetzt noch ein bisschen aufgebaut.
Ja, eben, glaubst du, ist genug?
Vole is a good example that snowboarding keeps you young for a long time. Yes, still so fucking good. I mean, it's impressive at that age, and yeah, just the ability to ride, but also the whole hype and stoke of him about it.
Machen wir einen Speedcheck. Ja, jetzt sehen wir dir, wie es oben ausschaut.
It's soft in there if you get there. You could radio them and tell them to go way faster.
Yeah. Are you gonna go 7 or 9?
Maybe, yeah.
7.
Maybe 9.
Get to the landing. That'd be a trick. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I kind of like the reverse. Maybe.
You guys. Yeah, exactly. They can point out.
I think he manifests his age, which I've only seen like once from Gigi, kind of, you know? They clearly look amazing, like the, you know, but I think that they tell themselves that they're half the age. So hopefully when I'm that old, I can tell you, well, no, don't tell what I said old, but when I'm that age, I can have that same mentality to be like, oh no, I'm 25. This is all good, you know?
Oh shit. He's gonna hit it for sure. Back 5.
Ooh.
I think.
5 into the landing.
Yeah.
A bit sketch as well.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to ride your snowboard, right? Like for me, it was really when I like turned 30. It was right the time when I won Rider of the Year. Was kind of like the time when I was fed up with snowboarding and all the opinions. You know, when there is too much rules in a sport, which I was attracted to because it was freestyle. So do whatever you want, you know.
Wow, that was sick.
I remember a session just trying to learn the trick, and then you were stoked just landing the trick and moved on to the next one. And then the term like landing bolts or something came to snowboarding, and I was like, what the fuck are you, what are you talking about? Like,
is there a council? Is there a Jedi council? Like saying yes or no? Like, no, we're all here to shred. First of all, who came up with the word core? And are you even, maybe you're the furthest thing from core if you actually know what that means. I don't know what it means, but all I know is I like to snowboard, and you shouldn't have a say if what I do and what I don't do is core or isn't core.
At the end of the day, we're going down a mountain giggling. It's like so childlike, but that's what makes it so great. It's like you kind of are reminded of every day of what it feels like to be a kid and to have fun and to be with your friends and to giggle.
If we were all 6 years old again, snowboarding for the first time, pretty sure we weren't thinking any of this anyways, so.
The snow's really good. 3/4 and then.
there's always work to do. Yeah, we always need to be self-critic on it, but it's very mainstream maybe sometimes. I complain on a personal level. I could talk shit for hours probably, but then again, I wouldn't lose sleep over it.
I hope that snowboarding doesn't lose its taste, doesn't lose its soul, and knows its origin and where it comes from. That is one, style and passion. So if those are involved, I think that it's just gonna be all good.
Of course, always going to be this focus on progression, on tricks and all that stuff, but what's so fascinating is the lifestyle of the sport. And so without people who are older than us, who've done it all before, maintaining the connection with the industry, with filming, with riding, I feel that we're just kind of lost.
I would like to contribute and give back a lot to snowboarding when I'm older. That's something that inspires me a lot about Vole. He's been putting so much into snowboarding, just way more than just for himself.
Yeah, I think like being in a position to help those who are coming after me would be amazing, and to pass down the knowledge that I learn. And if you're able to go on a trip like this and learn and be in the mix and snowboard on different terrain and be filmed, like that in itself is such an opportunity, and pass that on would just be awesome. Mike put myself, he went 18.
What did he do?
Like total duck flip.
Oh, okay. What did he ride? I don't know. Watching Emma here and getting to know her, it's more like some inspo I try to show to my daughter too, finding strong women to be good role models for her and stuff like that, or maybe like for her to feed off, Or it's just get too wide.
Do reference points matter?
I think it matters for the flex, yeah, for sure.
Because when we were talking about it, I was like, oh, I can see like...
So wait, you ride small bindings or medium?
I think these are mediums.
Okay. You tried small? Or two?
I don't actually know if I ever tried small. I've always just got...
Because then they're centered and then you can maybe change the disc.
The base plate, like
yeah,
this way or that
Oh,
way.
you shift?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we feed off more from the young guys than they do from us, but that's a question for them.
No, I don't think I'm a role model for others yet. I would like to one day, but I feel like I'm still at the stage where I'm learning and growing as well, and I hope to get to that point.
Who is a native English speaker? I think there is one beautiful word in German which I read in a book. I don't know where it's from. It's zweckfrei. So like and the English words, so like I found the translation only to be useless, which is so negative. You know,
Purpose free.
Purpose free. There we go. You know. So like I think if we're act purpose free, I think maybe then we have less preconceptions about like how a day is gonna be, whatever. Thank you. Love it.